This bomb will go off in 10 seconds. You're listening to the PipeBomb podcast with James, Nick, Gigi, Josh, Sam, and Tom. Ring the bell. 1.
Hello, listeners, and welcome to the PipeBomb podcast. It's Jimmy James here, and I'm not here alone. I'm here with my boss, Sam, Bayley, the brand. Hey, bitch.
Hi, you alright?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing alright. Not bad.
What's new? Thank you for doing the takeover show. I enjoyed it.
Oh, anytime. You know, someone's got to do it to take over the Dana haters.
I know. Tom's a little bitch ass. So lucky that I wasn't on that show.
God, yeah, he would have handed to him. But honestly, no worries about doing the takeover show. I really enjoyed it.
I know. It was a good show. It was a great show. The main event was on point, and you guys covered everything just perf. So I'm here for it.
Yay. I just want to apologise though to everyone that has listened to it. Like the minute silence near the end.
Really? There was a minute.
With the whole Nia Jax thing.
Oh, well, I listened back to the show today while I was at work, and it was like in and out. When she would talk, like the theme song would fade away, you know? So it was kind of like a little odd, but it wasn't bad.
Okay, then.
You can still make out what she was saying, but we're talking about, because we had a copyright law because we played the Nia Jax trailer, or Nia.
Nia.
Oh, I said it right. Wow, I said it right for the first time. And I'm over here correcting myself. But yeah, we played her little promo, and YouTube told us, get it together.
Get your stuff together.
Yes, so we got it together. We got acquainted. Just like on Raw this past week. Oh my god, Raw was so good for the Divas this week, I feel.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. Like, I don't remember everything verbatim, but, you know, we're just going to jump around to some of the parts that really stood out for me. One of the parts that stood out for me, we'll talk quickly about Paige. Paige won some contest, the Payday, I guess it's a candy bar, and she won most authentic superstar or diva. So I thought it was fitting and cool for Paige to win and get recognized for that on TV. What you think about that, Sam?
Yeah, I thought it was good, but I have no idea what that candy bar is.
It's an American thing, I guess. It's not over in the UK?
No, well, we have, like, stores that sell American sweets and stuff like that, and I do visit them and buy things, but I've literally never seen that one there. Hasn't it got no chocolate in it at all?
I think it's chocolate and peanuts.
Oh. I had a Fifth Avenue bar last week. That was quite nice.
Well, I'm not really a big candy person.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not really into candy. I don't. I'm so afraid of getting cavities. It's funny. When I go to the dentist, they always tell me I have nice teeth, but I have a gap. So I'm like, what do you mean I have nice teeth? I have a gap. They're like, no, but you have no cavities. I was like, well, I don't eat candy. But you know what gets me is fucking coffee. I drink a lot of coffee.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah, but you always got to rinse your teeth. Always get some water, gurgle some water if you're not near a bathroom or anything. Just get it in there. And then I swallow it.
You always swallow.
Oh, stop. I knew that was going to come. We're trying to be PG here, bitch.
I know, but it was just there. It had to be done.
I know. I set myself up. Just like Brie Bella. Brie Bella set herself up during the, I believe it was Naomi versus Nikki.
Yeah.
You know what? Finally, WWE, thank you for finally being smart in your booking with the Divas. Actually having Brie Bella play along to all the Sasha love just to try to throwing that wrench in between Team Bad was just so genius. I loved how she got on top of the announce table and she was screaming, we want Sasha. Finally, Brie didn't bother me on the mic. I was like, yes. And then, you know, Sasha ran over and snatched her right off. How did you feel about Brie inserting her match into that way, using a different style of, Twin Magic? Yeah,
I really, really liked it. Like, especially because, you know, the crowd lately have been going Sasha mad. And I thought, I feel like Brie missed the table. I don't think she was to fall that far because it looked so painful.
I know.
But she took it like a champ.
She did.
Yeah, I was happy for that. I was really quite happy.
You know, one thing I could say about Brie, I say a lot about Brie, let's be honest. But one thing I can say about the girl is she can bump. She's a good bumper.
Yeah.
I'll give her that. She could take a bump. She could hold her own in a match. But sometimes she kind of like she misses her cues and stuff like that. That I'm kind of like, Brie, like not for nothing. You've been doing this for almost 10 years. You shouldn't be making these mistakes. But that was a mistake that looked good.
It looked good because it looked like it hurt more than it should have.
You know what? Maybe she got into it. She said, "The hell with the table. I'm going to take this bump." Maybe Brie wanted to be a little bit of a badass and take a sick bump like that. So I'm going to give it to her. And I love the gear.
I was just about to say that, and the gear was even better than the bump.
I know. Oh, you know what, Brie? I think Brie has my favorite gear out of all the divas. I think so.
Yeah, the little slits in the legs and stuff.
I love
quite
it.
Risque. I like it.
I really, really like her gear. I've been liking it for a while. Ever since she came out with the flannel tied around her waist, I liked it when she put the tights in there. I like her gear. Yeah, Brie's my favorite gear. I have to say.
She's not my favorite gear, but I like her gear.
Who would you say is your favorite gear?
But I don't think you'll agree with me.
Go ahead. It's okay.
I really, really like Becky's gear.
Becky?
Yeah. I just think it's different to what all the other girls are doing now.
See, I like Becky's gear. I like the corset. I just wish it was a little more fitted. And I wish she would actually wear a corset instead of like a pretend latex version of it. I don't know. Like the leathery one. I like Becky's hair and makeup. I think her hair...
Becky's hair is amazing.
Yeah, and I like it when she wears the goggles on her head. I really like that. But the gear could use a little work from me.
I thought Brie's gear gave me kind of like Natty vibes.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was just because it was leather and it looked more painted on like Natalya's gear is. Mm-hmm. It just kind of gave me that vibe.
I don't know. I don't get a Natty vibe. I really think that Brie really did a good job stamping a look away from all the other divas. I get what you're saying. It looked amazing, but my initial thought was, her and Natty would look good as a team like that. But I get what you're saying. I like Natty's outfit as well.
Oh, I hate Natty's outfit though.
You do? I don't like the jacket that she wears with her.
It's the thing with the ruffles on it. It looks like some sort of medieval stuff.
It does. It just doesn't go well.
No.
And quick side note before we move away from Brie, I think that she's one of the best dressed divas too. I was thinking that today at work. I was on her Instagram and I was like, you know what? Not for nothing. I really like Brie. I like Brie's style. I really do. I'm a bit of a hippie my damn self. I think that's why.
Did you see the pictures of her and Nikki like sat together?
Yeah, she's been looking.
They looked amazing.
They look good. The ones that they posted today, right?
Yeah.
With that outfit that she was wearing with the crop top, I thought it was so cute. You know what, Brie? You are probably one of the most stylish divas, I have to say. And Foxy likes to brand herself as a fashionista. I think Brie's more of a fashionista than any other of the divas. She looks so stylish out of all the divas. So I have to give Brie her praises on her looks. She looks
best
good.
dressed this week so far.
Oh, for sure. For a while now, I have to say, because I always gear to Brie's gears. No pun intended. But yeah, Naomi got distracted and Nikki Bella got the win. So I thought that was pretty cool for the Bellas to get a win like that. You know, they are the heels and it looks like Team Bad might be turning over into a babyface role. But then again, I listened to what you said on the last show, Sam. I'm sorry. Oh my God.
Whoa. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Yes, I'm entitled for a good shading. You can give it to me. But I listened to what you said, Tom.
Oh! 2-1. What the hell? I thought we were pals.
I'm terrible. Samuel.
You're going to prison.
Oh my God. Throw away the key.
Go to prison and have Gigi write some letters.
I think it's because I keep saying Tom because I'm just talking about the last show. But
okay, go on then.
I remember when you said something about like it's pretty irrelevant with the heels and the faces now. It's all about personality. And you really...
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yes, and you're so right, and I completely agree with that. So I kind of like the whole Team Bella versus Team Bad thing. I thought it was good. And I hope it continues. So what do you think about how Nikki got the win?
Yeah, it was okay. I feel like, the Bellas right now, they're getting all this momentum going into the match at Hell in a Cell. But I don't know. I feel like Team Bad are kind of becoming like the weaker team of the three. Like they seem to be the ones that are picking up I think they won last week on SmackDown, but they seem to be kind of the ones that aren't getting that much over. Does that make sense?
I kind of disagree because they got the most pinfalls out of all the teams. They've been getting the most wins.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I remember
Oh, I
with
didn't
Paige.
know.
Like Sasha kept pinning Paige, Naomi pinned Paige. They won a couple of tag matches. I think the Bellas were getting Team Bella was getting the short end of the stick.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And then PCB broke up. So I think Team Bad is still like the most dominant team out of the three.
So is Natty gonna be joining
NBC? I think that's so corny.
I know, I thought that as well.
I think it's so corny. But let's move on to Natty and them. Natty and them come out later in the show for that tag match. And it was against Brie Bella and Alicia Fox. I thought it was a good match. It was a fun match. I don't remember who won. Do you remember?
Brie won after that dropkick. She dropkicked Charlotte and won.
See, that's why I forgot. How the hell, WWE, are you guys going to let the Divas champion get pinned with a dropkick? Like, that was just so out of place, out of order, and it didn't make no sense, and it wasn't believable.
I feel like it was WWE's way of saying that the main roster are tougher than NXT, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying. Like, it kind of seems wasted.
It does seem wasted, and I feel like they're insulting our intelligence by telling us that. Charlotte has been through grueling matches, has put on one of the best matches that we've seen this year when it comes to divas, and she's gonna lose to Brie with a top rope drop kick. Are you kidding me? Like, I understand that's Brie's signature, but at the end of the day, call a spade a spade. That's a damn drop kick.
Yeah, but Brie won by a drop kick, but Nikki's won matches with a forearm, which I think is weaker than a drop kick.
Well, for me, I think when Nikki does that forearm, it's more devastating because it's a quick impact, and the way that it's all on how the diva sells it. Like Natty will sell that forearm for days.
Yeah.
So it's all about that. So with the drop kick is so petty. I don't know. I wasn't here for it. So I guess that's why the match wasn't memorable for me.
Yeah, I suppose so. The match, I think that's the only thing from the match that I do actually remember.
Was the finish?
Becky had a good showing. I remember Becky having a good go, but...
Foxy looked hot. I love the new weave.
Yeah, she looks great.
She looks great. Ever since joining Team Bella, she's been looking the best she's ever looked when it comes to her hair. But let's move on to a girl with hair. Miss Summer Rae had her hair tied up, and she was in the ring, and she called out Rusev, Ruru. So he comes out, and then she starts talking about her engagement and how she proposed to him, and he told her that he ain't gonna give her a ring until he gets a belt around his waist and yada yada. So Summer cuts him off.
Yeah, he gets some gold, she can get some gold.
So Summer cuts him off. Apparently, he's been engaged. He proposed to Lana over the weekend, and TMZ has reported it. And Summer had it up on the Titantron, and she put Rusev together and dumped Rusev and slapped him across the face. How did you feel about this? Let's get into it, Sam. How'd you feel about this?
I don't know where it's going to go from here because, obviously they're going to put Lana and Rusev back together. It kind of has to. But the only thing I'm thinking of is please, WWE, do not lose Summer from TV. She is a brilliant actress, and I think she's a great asset at the moment. She's kind of, she's not the top flavor, but this week kind of proved that, she is here. And I just don't want them to mess up with her.
Her deliverance was so strong.
Okay, so
go ahead.
What are you thinking about that? She said a word at the end.
What? Bastard?
Yeah, is that okay for you to say in America?
Yeah, they say it on TV. There's a show called Bastard. It's called The Bastard Executioner, and I love that show.
Oh, we've just had that started over here, but they just call it The Executioner.
Oh, really?
Because, it's kind of swearing in the UK. We've only just started using the word bitch on TV, recently. So I wasn't sure when she said it, if this was, if she was okay to say that, or I didn't know. If she sort of just went with how she felt.
Oh, I hear it a lot on TV, bastard. They've been saying bastard on WWE programming for years.
Have they?
You don't remember Vince McMahon's bastard son, Hornswoggle?
Oh my god, yes, I totally do. Yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah, well, I think Summer's deliverance was on point, especially when she called him a bastard and smacked him across the face. She was on point. And you know what? I am so glad that WWE has inserted the storyline into what's going on
Oh,
with
yeah.
their product. You know, it's the reality era. Let's be current. Let's get Nikki with John Cena too. You know what I mean? Like, we all know about them. We have Total Divas. Let's keep it real. And then they can draw that line where they blind us, because now we're thinking things are real, and then they can get back into the storytelling and the kayfabe, because people will be wondering, is this real or is it a work? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think this would be a great way for them to do that transition into the traditional wrestling storyline kayfabe that I know they want to go into. So this is a good way to get us back on track with that.
Mm-hmm.
I think
totally agree.
But oh my god, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if I'm for sure that we're gonna see Lana the day after Hell in a Cell. I think Lana's gonna return the Monday Night Raw after Hell in a Cell, because Hell in a Cell is in a week, I believe. So
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so we'll see Lana in about
2 weeks.
About 2 weeks. Yeah, we'll see Lana. I think so.
I just don't want Summer to be like screwed over by all this, and I just feel like she's gonna get lost again.
Yeah, it's WWE, but you know, we have this whole Divas Revolution going on, and I really hope they stick to their word and they keep her on main roster television, because they have invested in Summer for a couple of months now. She is known, she's had mic time and camera time, so she could easily transition into another role, which is, there's so many people, like, alright, Tyler Breeze didn't win that Battle Royal down at NXT this past yesterday, but it would be nice for Summer to pick up a hot new boyfriend that's an ex-model, hottest superstar in NXT, and is ridiculously gorgeous, like Tyler Breeze from Cuteville. Like, paired up with Summer Rae coming out with that theme song in Summer. Like, I've always wanted Eva Marie for this role, but it seems to make more sense for Summer right now. And that would be great for her to come back like that, or even come with my baby Brad, you know, like, find somebody hot and for her to show off in front of Rusev, like, oh, blah blah blah, I don't need you, and then they could get into a program with Rusev and Lana, and then they could turn Rusev into a babyface with Lana. So I don't know where this storyline is gonna take us. What about? Do you have any ideas, Sam?
Not a clue. Like, literally no clue where it's gonna go. I'm just kind of okay with whatever it does, though.
Well, I think that was Raw. And then we had that stupid, obnoxious Kane Battle Royal, whatever the hell that was. You know what? I'm so over Kane in this Seth Rollins feud, and I actually feel bad for Seth Rollins. Like, I feel so bad. You're the heavyweight champion, and this is who they keep wanting you to work with and keep forcing it down people's throats. Ain't nobody here for Kane. Like, I'm done. I'm so done with Kane. I'm so done with the Big Show. I'm over it. I'm so over it. I'm not invested. His Hell in a Cell match with Seth Rollins is going to be my piss break.
Ooh.
And my smoke break. And probably go get a snack or talk on the phone. Like,
or have a nap.
For real. Like, I just can't. I cannot sit through 20 minutes of Kane versus Seth Rollins again.
It's going to suck so much.
I just can't. I'm over it. And, like, I'm like, you guys really don't, what's the word I'm looking for? They have no faith in their young talents that they can go out and, like, really rock the house with Seth Rollins. Like somebody like Neville would be so great for Seth to be feuding with right now. Like, Neville would give us a great match. But no, they want to keep putting him in this, the same damn match with Cody Rhodes. Like, I like Cody, but now they're dropping the whole Ascension thing with him. And
I was going to say, is that done now?
It seems like it. Have you seen them together?
No, I was going to say, I haven't seen them, but then when Cody had that thing on SmackDown, when he pulled the card out and he was like, who will be the next one, blah, blah, so who knows?
I mean, Neville went from, I bet you anybody Neville probably wishes he's still down at NXT.
Oh, hell yeah. I wish I was on the NXT.
You know, the thing is, like, they want main roster money, but they don't want main roster booking.
Yeah.
That's the problem, because, like, Vince, you have lost your touch. Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Just collect them checks, sign the checks, and let your son-in-law and daughter run the show. Because NXT is on point. Like, I feel like NXT is, like, that alternative. It's definitely, like, the ECW of this era.
It's totally become its own brand as of late, hasn't it?
Yeah, and it's
Like,
go ahead.
yeah, I'd much rather watch NXT than I would main roster.
Mm-hmm. I sit through the whole NXT. I don't fast forward anything.
I will. I watched it. Well, the three of us, me, you, and Nick, watched it kind of together last night, and that's what I do if I'm off. So
we should do that more often. Just sit and watch NXT together because we sat there. We were talking about all the daddies like Dash Wilder. Oh, love
and Steve Cutler. After taking so long to find out his
figure out
name.
who he was, but like he's more of your type. And Choppy, I was like, who the heck is Choppy?
Who's Ciampa?
Like when you say his name,
Tommaso Ciampa.
When you say his name, I think of like bait. You know that chum bait that they feed dolphins. Like I'm like, ugh, chump, ugh, like, ew. And he looks like he smells like it. I'm like, ugh, I can't. I like Johnny though. Johnny Gargano.
Yeah, they're both good.
Very good, very good. Now, but let's get into NXT.
Yeah,
we're talking about some of the guys. So NXT starts off with Miss Bayley. Bayley comes out on NXT.
I play that in work to get everyone pumped for the day.
Really?
Yeah. Gets me going.
Oh, Lord. Oh, before we get into Bayley, let's talk about that promo. NXT promos, how they highlighted Takeover Respect. So magical. I just got goosebumps all over again watching it, even thinking about it right now.
Yeah, it was great.
Super great. I even like they showed Izzy crying, and then they showed Izzy all excited when Bayley got back.
I feel like Izzy is going to be on the roster soon.
You know what? It would be crazy if she becomes a diva.
Yeah.
You know?
Like in a couple of years' time.
I wonder how old the girl is.
She's probably like 4, I don't know.
4? She looks a little older than 4.
I don't know, I'm just guessing.
She looks like she's probably like 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a cute little girl. And she's adorable. I love how she idolizes Bayley. Like, it's so cute. And
it's cute, but someone has to.
And Sasha Banks is just so smart. So, somebody said it best on the last show. I think it was you. Like, I think it was Tom, that she's wrestling like a veteran that's been wrestling for like 20 years.
Yeah, I think that was Tom or Josh. I didn't say that.
Because it's the truth. Like, this girl, like, the way that she played off with her biggest fan, and she knows, we all know this little girl. Everybody knows Izzy. And when she went there and ripped that headband off her head and went into the ring and started dancing around and mocking Bayley. And somebody, I think it was you who said that you didn't like that, the count out.
Oh, no, I did like the count out. I just feel, Sasha is too good to have a count out victory.
You know what? She's a heel, though. They'll do whatever it takes to get.
But is she a heel though?
Yes, she is. Like, people love Sasha, period. But Sasha wants to be hated. That's her job. She wants people to hate her. She wants to be a heel, and she's sticking to it. And I think her getting that count out was genius. It was smart. Whatever it takes to win. All she knew was it was going to add another pinfall on the next one she gets on Bayley. So it was smart to me. The match was put together brilliantly. I feel like Sarah Del Rey did a hell of a job putting that shit together.
Did you like the previous pinfall?
The roll-up?
The roll-up.
I'm trying to remember. When Bayley rolled her up, or?
No, Sasha did the thumb to the eye in the roll-up.
Oh, yes, I like that.
Because I liked the thumb. I thought it was quite old school,
very
kind of thing. But I just don't know. I just wasn't impressed by Sasha's pinfall or Sasha's victories. But I was glad that I really thought she was going to go 2-0 up or 2-0 up, and then Bayley was going to get 3 back in a row.
I mean, how else would you want her to get a pinfall? The bank statement, there's no coming back from the bank statement. I like how she protected her finisher. Her finisher stayed protected. Because when she hits that, it's a wrap. So
yeah. I just thought, Bayley's Hurricane Rana-y pinfall thing.
I like that too.
That was really impressive. I just thought maybe Sasha could have had something a bit more, I don't know, a bit more pizzazz.
I get you. But out with the old, in with the new. Alexa Bliss' theme song kicks in while Bayley's just praising everybody, thanking everybody, getting her respects. Everybody's loving Bayley, loving Bayley, loving Bayley. All of a sudden, Miss Bliss comes out. Oh, you know what? She comes out, and I kind of believe this little conniving little wench for a second.
Yeah, so I was like, oh yay, face turn.
But the fans there wasn't having it. And then she started swaying them over, and I was like, "Ooh, you good, bad girl." I was like, "Look at her," and I liked her new hair with the extensions. I was like, "Look at Miss Bliss," and she looked really thick on the bottom. Like that girl is fit, very fit.
Yeah.
So she's over there.
I love her ring as well.
Yeah, I love it. It's so cute.
The spider thing.
Yes, very cute. And she's over there telling Bayley how she's proud of her and that she inspired her and all that. That match was amazing. It was the match of the year. Yada, yada, yada. And then she grabs Bayley's hand. She raises up her hand and she snatches the belt out of Bayley's hand. And she's like, well, you don't deserve this belt. I deserve this belt. This is where the belt belongs. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to take it for you for real. And I love the BAM factor with them standing in front of it. It really adds more to Alexa Bliss's character, that she is this conniving little brat that will do whatever it takes to get what she wants.
Yeah.
And Bayley being the underdog, overachiever, just wants to prove people wrong, and it just makes sense for her to move on to somebody like Bliss, which Bliss was one of the last people I would think Bayley would move on to right away. But after seeing it, like I always say, NXT always takes care of me. They never make mistakes, and they haven't done one yet, so I'm sticking by them, and I trust them. And I trust them with this decision with Alexa Bliss being the next challenger. How do you feel about that, Sam?
I'm actually really happy about it, especially out of all the girls that are down there now. They've all kind of got something going on. You had Alexa with the blue pants thing, but that didn't really work for me. I did Alexa in my fantasy booking. I love Alexa. I think she's brilliant. I've liked her since day one. She's never really been one of my top girls, but I think she's really great at what she does. So I'm actually really happy that we're finally going to get to see her, a bit more active on the roster instead of just being in Blake and Murphy's corner distracting people. I just think I'm quite happy.
You know what? The thing with her heel transition has been so appropriate, because they turned her heel, and they've had her with the BAM factor. She helped them win the titles, and she got into that whole program with Carmella, which was amazing. And then she got into another program with Blue Pants, which was short-lived, but it was needed, because we needed her to put somebody away to show that she may be small, but this girl's still deadly. And they had to do the sparkle splash on Superstars, really mix it in with the guys too, just to show that this girl's not afraid, and she will do whatever it takes to win with her boys. My boys. I love when she says that.
My boys.
Yeah.
I just love her voice.
I love it. You know what? She gives me Trish vibes all day. Like, I know Josh said that she reminds him of Terry Runnels and AJ Lee, but I get the Terry Runnels comparison, but the heel side, oh, that's so Trish. That's what she reminds me of, Trish Stratus. And I really want to know who she looks up to and who's her favorite diva. I'm going to look more into it. I'm pretty sure it's Trish, because I get so many Trish vibes. Even when it comes to the eyes, like the way that she stares at them. When Trish was a heel, Trish was one of my favorite heels when she was a heel. And I get that vibe from Miss Bliss over here. So I'm loving it. And another thing with Miss Bliss, I love calling her Miss Bliss.
I love it. It rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
It does, easily.
Miss Bliss.
Miss Bliss. But the thing with her is, when she first came into WWE, I watched, one of those videos when they were trying out different characters. It was one of Dusty Rhodes' promo classes that they released some of the videos of the superstars. And she cut a promo, and she's very intense. And I was like, you know what? This girl can be a heel. I was like, I can see her being a heel any day. And that's when she was coming out with the bling, 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 tutu BS. And I was so over all of that. And I was like, why can't she be a spoiled daddy's little girl? Like, just a mean girl, like a brat. Not a mean girl, I take that back. A bratty girl. Because that's what she gives me. And she did a great job coming out and opening the show. And NXT trusted to put a mic on her. So it was just so appropriate for Miss Bliss.
Miss Bliss. I'm really happy. I love her moveset as well.
Yeah. And you know what?
I think she's so athletic. And for a heel to be that athletic, I think it's quite interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. It's kind of like the Naomi thing.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. And I would love to see a match between the two of them. I think that would be exciting.
Oh, they'd be so good.
It would be good. But you know what I was thinking? I was like, all right, they're pushing Alexa Bliss to the title picture right now. Is it because the BAM factor might be ready to move up to the main roster and kind of give her that that notoriety before they bring her up to the main roster, because I could see them going up there real soon. Because
Really?
I can see it happening. I definitely can see it happening for them. Because you got the Dudley Boys in there and New Day. How long can they be feuding against each other? And and the reason why the Dudley Boys were brought in was to really kickstart this whole tag team division. And now they have the Usos on their way back. So I really feel like the Bam Factor will come back in, and we'll probably get, I don't know, we'll probably get a TLC match soon. Just to with the Dudley Boys, New Day, and probably the Usos. And then they'll start mixing it up, bringing in the Bam Factor, the Usos, and the Dudley Boys. I really see that happening because those two guys can go.
Yeah. You know, when NXT was on and me, you and Nick were watching, you said, you've always liked them. I'm not there with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, I can grow. I can grow. I'm willing to grow.
Do you feel like Alexa Bliss is the stable in that she's what kind of brought them to the forefront?
Yes.
I can see that.
Because before Alexa Bliss, I had no idea who they were.
Well, they won the tag team champions randomly. And
yeah, I think that's why it kind of pissed me off a bit. Because especially when you had teams like, Enzo and Cass, who at the time when they won the title, they were one of the top teams.
Yeah, that's why they gave the belts to the Bam Factor, because they needed a tag team to be on that level with Cass, Big Cass, and Enzo. So putting the belt on them, put that stamp, that notoriety on them right away. Like, these guys are champions already. Damn, a fluke win. They were just jobbers a week ago. You know what I mean? And then for them to come in and just win the belt that quickly, and then to get Bliss to come out and help them and push Enzo off the top rope, really kick the front door down for them, for me.
But, talking of jobber tag teams and stuff like that, our boys, Dash and Dawson, they beat the tag champions in this Dusty Rhodes Classic.
Say that again?
We were talking about underdog teams like Blake and Murphy coming through.
Mm-hmm.
Our boys, Dash and Dawson, they did beat the Vaudevillains, the tag team champions, in the tournament.
They did. And the Vaudevillains shouldn't even be champions right now.
Aiden English's body is just something that recently entices me.
Until you get to his face.
I don't know. I think it's just, I'll stop.
I'm so glad you brought that up, because I forgot about that. Speaking of the Bam Factor and Alexa Bliss, they should have never dropped those belts at TakeOver Brooklyn. They should have never dropped those damn belts. And I'm kind of bothered by that. Now that Bliss is going after the Women's Championship, it would have been so nice if she's like, I got my boys, the tag team titles, and now I need the Women's Championship. Then we could be complete because we're all champions. You know what I mean? Like, why? Why? Like, Simon Gotch and Aiden English, they're very good workers. They're especially Gotch. Gotch is so innovative. And it would be so nice. It would be so nice if they were still champions. And I feel like putting the belt on the Vaudevillains is so, irrelevant. Like, I don't even remember their last match.
Yeah, I can't really. The last match I remember is the one that we watched last night.
They were in a match last night? See, I don't even remember.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they faced those bland guys.
Those basic bitches.
Yes. That was so... Ugh. Well, good luck to Alexa Bliss. Really sure it's going to be a good match, and I can't wait to see you work with Bayley as a heel. I think this is going to be great. We haven't seen these two divas work each other, so it's going to be interesting to see them in the
ring. They worked as a team, didn't they, briefly?
I don't remember. Probably. I could.
Yeah, when Bayley was getting picked on by Charlotte and Sasha back in the day.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Well, let's move on to a debut.
I can't remember how the music went, but it was really quite good.
I liked her theme song.
Yeah, me too.
Can we talk about Evie?
Oh.
This girl comes out with a full entrance, Titantron, the whole nine, with her big white girl booty. I was like, oh my god, this white girl got a booty. I could, giving Brooke Taskmaster a run for her money. But I really liked her look. I think she has a great look. Her gear was kind of basic, but she's a pretty girl. And she's a good bumper. It was a good person for Nia to come and throw around like a rag doll. So I was here for it. But Nia comes out with this god awful attire.
Mm.
Let's get that out of the way because I know it's coming. It was terrible. It was unflattering. The color wasn't for her. Kind of looked like in a Middle Eastern drape. Like I just wasn't here for it. It looked like a burqa that was just stretched out and wrapped around her body. I wasn't feeling it at all. I didn't like the midsection. It didn't flatter her at all. And I'm ready for her to go back to black. And that's all I'm gonna say about the outfit. What about you, Sammy?
It just looked really... Okay, so I don't want to, like, be mean. It's not mean. It just kind of looked as if you'd kind of wrapped up some food and just kind of stuck it to you.
Like aluminum foil?
Yeah!
Yeah.
Like, really ugly aluminum foil. And what was that big gold patch on the back?
Yeah, see, it was so unflattering for a woman with her size. Like,
Yeah.
Just no. She's a beautiful woman. Beautiful woman. Great face, great look. I like the size. I love the what's the word I'm looking for? I love how NXT is bringing in all these different flavors. Like we got Asuka in. They just signed Athena, even though they haven't announced it. She has a different look, and then
all these different shapes.
All these different shapes, different sizes. You know, I love that they're breaking the mold of the Barbie model shit. Like I'm so over that.
Yeah.
And for her to come in with an outfit like that was just like, no, girl, no. Turn around, go back, and put on the other outfit. Por favor. Like, I just can't. And you know what? It was her first night out, and I'm sure she didn't know it was going to look that unflattering on TV, because things do look worse on television.
Yeah.
So, especially when
the camera adds £10 as well.
And then when you get under the light, it was just not flattering. She got under the light. It was just not TV ready. The outfit was not TV ready. So I'm sure they're going to correct that mistake and we'll never see her in that outfit again. I hope to God. But she seems like a smart girl.
Well, you never know. Like, how many tape-ins did they do for them?
I think they do two in it.
Okay. So maybe if she's there next week, we'll get the same outfit, but I hope we don't.
You know, I don't think so because she's so new. I think she'll probably switch it up. I don't know. We'll see. But Nia, honey, everything was great, but the outfit. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I agreed on that. But, you know, we both had different opinions on the finish, so...
All right, we're going to get into the match right now. But her entrance is another thing. Honey, work on the entrance. I need you to work a little bit on that entrance.
I didn't get, like, what her gimmick's supposed to be.
Me either. Now, this is somebody you can question. Instead of that Dana Brooks nonsense that I'm so over. You can question her. What's her gimmick? Because this is something I don't understand her gimmick yet as well. I know that she says that she's all about she can get what she wants with a smile, and if she doesn't get it, she's gonna break you down with it. Like I don't really understand. Like it's either
just a look.
Yeah, it's either this or that. But anyway, she gets into the ring. She starts smiling. Evie gets a couple of kicks in today. She's it's ineffective. Nia's still standing tall. And then she kicks her in the shoulder. Nia kind of laughs it off, shoves her around, throws her hair. She runs to the turnbuckle with an elbow. You know, she's moving. The girl is moving. And then
she's moving.
Yeah, and then she gets her into like kind of like a hangman hook. Almost like the rock bottom. I thought we were going to see a rock bottom real quick. I was going to be like, oh my God, she's shades of her cousin. And then she modifies it. She lifts the woman up, and then she slams them down. Kind of like a choke slam in a rock bottom form. I liked it. I thought it was, the girl sold it well. Nia sold it well. The intensity in her face and how she flipped her hair back. I thought it was good. I liked the stare down with the camera, setting up the move. So... It kind of builds up the anticipation. It's kind of like a wave before the wave crashes. And
yeah,
I liked it. And I know you didn't like the finish, but go ahead, Sam.
No, yeah, I thought the match was good. I think that, Evie's not signed or anything, but I thought it was good to see her showcase a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what made me like the most happy about the whole thing, and it sounds really stupid, is that it wasn't Nia Jax against like Peyton or Bayley.
Yeah.
Because I feel sorry for those two girls, because they're just getting their asses handed to them. It's not nice. But I thought the match was really good. I did enjoy it, apart from the end. I think the move just, obviously, is very powerful of a slamming her down and stuff, but I was expecting some sort of, big woman powerhouse move, like a PipeBomb or something.
Mm.
But I just felt it was a bit I don't want to say weak because it wasn't weak. It just wasn't.
You expect a little more.
Yeah, it wasn't polished for me, the finisher, I don't think.
Then again, she's been wrestling under a year. This was her
Mm-hmm.
debut. She has nothing but room to grow.
Exactly.
So.
But she's one of the older divas, if I'm right.
Yeah.
Is she like 27, 28?
I think she's in her 30s.
Is she?
I think so.
Oh, I did not know that.
I don't know. Like, I'm really looking forward to her, and I want to see more of her. So, I can't really say much about, like, oh, this needs to be fixed, this, that, boom, bam. Because I really didn't see much. You gotta go off what you've seen, and I'm just talking about what I've seen. So, when I've seen, the girl's full of potential, and we're just going to see where she goes from then.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's move on. We have Dana Brooks backstage. She's laying down on the stretcher. This was previously recorded after Respect last week. And she's laying down on the stretcher. Emma's checking up on her. And Asuka walks out. She's like, oh, Dana. And
Dana.
She pats Dana on the head. And then she stares down with Emma and walks off. And then Dana's like, was that Asuka? I beat her. Didn't I beat her? Why is she here? I beat her. So Dana's kind of selling that she's like knocked out. She don't know what's going. Cuckoo. Like the girl.
Emma's like, yes, check her again. Just check her head.
I thought it was cute. It was a little comedy. And it was fun. It was needed. And they're trying to bring in Asuka kind of playful. Kind of like that playful girl. They don't want to come in with kind of like that ninja assassin type character that I think that they should have went with. But, okay, whatever. Like, I trust NXT.
She seems to have like the colourful tourist vibe.
Yes. That's a good way.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if she was taking pictures of like backstage and stuff.
Yeah. But,
that kind of thing. Like, proper, like, oh, I'm so happy in America kind of thing. I think that's what they should go with right now, anyway.
I like it. So, apparently her and Emma are next to go at it. And Emma's your girl. And I have to tell you about your girl. I really like her gloves. I think.
Yeah, Oh.
What?
I don't like them.
Why?
It's just a personal fashion thing. I just don't like gloves.
I like
in general.
gloves.
At all.
I love the gloves. I think they're so cute on her. Have
you watched her YouTube show?
The cooking channel?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I love that.
I can't. Listen, Emma is a good worker. And I never shade her because I know the girl can work and she could give us a good match. But the personality is not there. And I kind of get a little aggravated with people. Not the divas. I get aggravated with the fans when they try to drag down Dana Brooks because Emma's not delivering. Like Tom and Josh on the last episode, they kind of like stomped all over Dana Brooks. And then it was all because they don't like the booking with her and Emma. And I'm like, okay, you guys respect Emma as a wrestler. I understand that. But you guys are just blatantly disrespecting Dana Brooks because she's kind of forced to be with Emma when she could be a force to reckon with by herself. And Emma actually needs her more than she needs Emma. So I'm just like, why are you going to bash Dana, who's actually new, growing and learning, and she's already at that level that Emma can wrestle. Don't get me wrong, but when it comes to the character, because WWE is it's more about the character than the wrestling, and Dana Brooks has her character and her story down packed, and then Emma, who's slacking and kind of holding my girl back a bit. I won't bash her. I never will.
Yeah.
Emma needs some work. She needs a lot.
Yeah, you know what? Like, as probably one of the biggest Emma fans going, I do agree with you there. I think she needs some sort of character development. That's why, like, Dana seems to be in the spotlight because Emma doesn't have the character. She's just the backup girl. She is the Gretchen Wieners. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
She especially to kind of describe it. But I feel like, she needs to kind of grow into a character. And I think the only way that'll happen is if they do eventually down the line break up Dana and Emma and just have them feud with each other.
I don't know, man. I don't know about Emma. The thing is, like, alright, she was a baby face. She had the quirky whole thing, it didn't work. And then they gave her the opportunity. Listen, NXT I don't want to hear anybody, if Emma ever gets released, I never want to hear WWE never gave her a chance. Like, the girl, I'm not going to bring up the Walmart whole thing, but that happened, they gave her a shot. And then They brought her up on the main roster. They gave her a huge shot with the whole Santino thing. It didn't work out for her. Fine. They sent her back to NXT. Turned her into a heel.
And she's trying again.
It's still not working. Another shot, another shot, another shot, shot after shot after shot. The girl's drunk. You know?
Yeah.
So, like, I'm kind of... So, if anything happens, all I can say is out of any of these women that have been let go with WWE because WWE kind of didn't give them that chance and that opportunity, Emma has gotten them opportunities. She just didn't know what to do with them.
Yeah, you know what? And I'll agree with that. I really do agree with that.
You know, I love Emma. I want her to do good because she has a good look. She's a good worker. And the thing is, the character is just very bland. And Emma, you just gotta put in the work, girl. I'm sorry, that's it. This girl's outshining you, and she's been here. You know what? And then I think that's why Dana gets that hate too, because people are kind of like, because people love Emma, and people are so mad that this girl is actually better than Emma. You know what I mean? So then they're gonna give her that hate. Because I don't understand. Like, Dana is doing very well, and people still give her crap. Oh, I don't like her look. I don't like her voice. What's wrong with her voice? Oh, she sounds like blah, 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 blah. What do you want her to sound like? Kelly? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I don't get it. That's why I always, like, I'm at the point where I just, like, pick on Tom about it, because it's just so, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just so obnoxious when he talks about how terrible Dana Brooks is. And I'm like, well, clearly you're blind. And it's just fun to pick on him about it. Him and Josh. And then they get all upset. They're like, oh, come on, James. We all have different opinions and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yeah, but your opinion is wrong. You know?
Everyone, everyone has opinions, but also everyone has assholes, and not all of them are pretty.
Exactly. So you're entitled to your wrong opinion. Nick!
Hello!
Yay!
How are you?
Hello, I'm so sorry. I'm so late.
Oh my god, you were just cooking up in that kitchen, weren't you?
Oh my gosh, yes. Mitch and I, we had to go get groceries. We were out. Well, we had Thanksgiving here in Canada over the past weekend, so we didn't get groceries. We were just stocking up on all of the leftovers. But yeah, so we had to go get that, and then I had to cook, and then my internet was fucked up. Messed up. So I'm here.
All right, well, welcome. We were just talking about the whole Emma and Dana dynamic. We were talking about the backstage segment with Asuka.
Oh, I love that.
So, and I just brought up the point. I just brought up the point with Tommy about Emma.
Whoa!
Oh, not again.
You tried it.
I've been trying it.
3.
James.
And he did it the first time, and then he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." So anyway, Tom, and I was like, "What?"
You tried it.
You guys know I smoke pot.
Me too, but I don't get the...
James, I know, this is PG. Come on, guys. We don't talk about stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're PG-14.
Joke.
You could keep it like that.
That was a joke. Ha, 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 ha. Joke. Ha, ha.
Don't fire us.
Anyways, yeah, so we were talking about the whole dynamics between Emma and Dana Brooks, and I kind of feel like Dana gets that shade because Emma kind of holds her back, and people are kind of upset that this girl that's so new, 2 years in the game, is kind of outshining a vet like Emma, so people don't know how to react towards Dana. What do you feel, Nick?
Well, for the backstage segment, I really liked it. I liked actually all of the Divas' acting abilities in it. Dana Brooks was hilarious, like getting knocked out, and they're like, "Dana, check her eye. Oh, that eye doesn't look good. Ooh, that eye really doesn't look good. Dana." And she just like gets up and I beat her. I beat her, right? Like I really liked it. And Asuka with the creepy smile coming in, and just really established like she's so dominant after watching that match. Like Emma's like terrified, kind of like backing up the trainers, just kind of like watching them. She's like petting Dana, and then like Dana's like, "Wait, that was Asuka." She's like, Asuka. Like, I don't know why people give Dana Brooks so much grief. While we talk about her, she's such a big topic on TPP is because Tom always drags her. And like James and I, we were detective mode today in the chat, trying to figure out like dissect the reasoning why. And we really kind of like established it. And I think you guys probably already talked about it. But
no, we didn't.
Nope.
Oh,
while you guys were talking about it, I just kept sending little Puccini in the popcorn because that's how I felt. It was brilliant. Like watching a movie.
Oh my god, it was great. Like, I don't know. I just feel like this Dana Brooke, like you guys have all mentioned, she's so new in her career and she's learning and adapting so quickly. And I mean, we haven't mentioned last week on the show, or earlier this week on the show, we talked about Asuka with Sam, Tom, and Josh, but we didn't talk about the takeover. Our opinions of that Asuka match, and it was like she's so athletic and so stiff, and for Dana Brooke to only be wrestling on NXT for a year and to work that match the way she did is so impressive, and you can't take that away from her, you know. So I just feel like she's just going to continue to grow in NXT and like keep the hate coming because she feeds off that really well with the crowd. So Tom's just another hashtag Dana hater.
Nick, you said it best.
Yep.
Nick just comes on in, he opens the door, takes a seat, and that's it.
No, first he walked over and snatched Tom's wig and then had a seat.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But, yeah, I guess that kind of wraps up NXT for us this week, except we have some news on NXT. One of the backstage interviewers was let go, Dev Taylor, and all I can say is I am not surprised. So quickly, we'll go around the table. Nick, what do you think about Dev Taylor's release?
Like you said, I agree. I'm not really surprised with her. She was on the roster for a very long time, just in that backstage interviewer gimmicks, and she was just very bland and dry. Like her mannerisms, everything. Feel bad for the girl because she did spend a lot of time training. We've seen a lot of clips of her in the Performance Center, so it's like sad to not see her kind of like achieve that goal. But I don't know. As a fan, I'm not really too upset to see her go. So it's like I wish her the best, but. Yeah, that's about it.
Sam, any thoughts on Dev?
Well, like when she left, Nick messaged in our chat and was said, you know, like, oh, and an NXT girl's been released. Any guesses who? And I was like, Jasmine, straight away. And it didn't even cross my mind to be like Devin Taylor because I forgot that she was there.
Yeah, she was just, I'm sorry, but she was just so irrelevant when you thought of the NXT women's division or just the divas in general.
It was a real shame, though, but, you know, best luck to her in the future. When she was on interviewing, she wasn't awful.
What?
She wasn't amazing, but she wasn't like, oh my god.
Yes, she was. She was.
I thought she was okay.
God.
Best luck to her, and I'm glad that she's changed her like Instagram name back to Brittany Fetkin.
Oh,
yeah.
You know, she was terrible. The look.
Whereas Mac Miles is still Mac Miles WWE, and you think
Here's the thing with Devin Taylor. Like, to this girl's defense, she had to compete with Renee Young, who was an established interviewer. She had that experience, the broadcast journalism, and this girl just came in, but she just never really adapted to it. Like, I just felt bad for her. Like, she never really. I felt like maybe she wanted to be more of in a wrestling role. So, and it's like, I don't know. I kind of really wanted to see what would happen with Dana and Devin at some point, with just like Dana always like antagonizing her, but yeah, I guess we'll never know.
It would have been nice to have like Devin's debut due to the bullying of.
I think that was the
Dana.
Direction. Yeah, I think that was
someone be like train like someone, I don't know, like maybe like who's like a good decent like Bayley be like, you know, don't take this, Devin.
The girl
I'll
couldn't
train
talk.
You up kind of thing.
She couldn't talk. They had her. Look at JoJo. JoJo was so scared and shy that they put her on announcing and interviewing that she developed a personality on camera. And with Dev Taylor, they had this girl do this for 2 years, and the girl still cannot hold the mic upright. You can barely hear her when she's doing her interviews because she's so shy and bashful, which that's just the type of person she is. And then for them to bring in a girl like Dasha, who's so likable, so pretty, girl next door, easy
so
on her
charismatic.
Yes. So there was no room for this girl anymore. Absolutely no room. They put this girl on the NXT Brooklyn. They put her on Respect on the pre-shows, and the girl is just slaying. They put her on TV. She's easy to look at. She's fun. She's welcoming. She's warm. Dev Taylor doesn't give you that, and that's what they needed. And NXT it never lets me down. I always say that, never lets me down. They made the right decision, because when Dev first came on TV, when I looked at her, I was like, I can never see you as a main roster diva. Ever. And then she started putting on a little bit of weight. I hate talking about women's weight, but she started gaining a little weight. She got a little pudgy, a little chunky on the face. You know, she started to slim back down towards her end, but like, she just never had it, and it was just never gonna work for her. I don't know why.
Is Dasha in like training in the ring?
I believe so. Yeah, I think you.
Yeah, I believe so. I love Dasha Fuentes. When she first got signed, I
She's a
started like
gymnast.
twittering with her and like just kind of being like, "Oh, congratulations, girl!" So it's like I've kind of seen her
grow,
kind of process and grow. And so, like, I agree with James. She's just so likable. She's very charismatic, a beautiful smile, and she's great with that interview backstage role. So I can easily see her just taking her spot. So. Yeah, I'm really excited to see like Dasha kind of grow now, and I'm more focused on her. Sorry, Devin.
Do we know if JoJo's still in ring training, or is she kind of just going to be backstage now?
I have no idea. I think she may just be backstage. I haven't heard any reports of her training for a couple years.
Yeah, I thought that. I always forget that she was on Total Divas.
Well, if JoJo's training, she must be training on the main roster, like before the show starts or something like that. So I could see her in the ring, probably picking up little tips. But the thing with JoJo is she's a quick learner. And they all talked about that. Remember that Survivor Series match? She was the star. Everybody was talking about JoJo the day after. And she seems like a quick learner. And I remember that whole Diva Search video with all the Divas training? JoJo was picking up the moves quickly. So I wouldn't be worried about JoJo. JoJo's one of the divas that they could actually...
No, I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. I was hoping she was going to be in ring training because I'd like to see her develop more.
For me, JoJo can be on the announce team for another 2 years. And she's so young. And she has nothing but time. Time is on her side. That's the thing. She came in so young, and she can grow in this business. It's all about if she wants it.
Yeah.
So, JoJo just got the ball in her hand. So she's positioned very well.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on to WWE 2K16. Nick, what is going on with WWE 2K16? What's the tea?
Oh my goodness, there's a lot of tea, actually. There's been a lot of little graphics and reports and some news coming out this week about 2K16. It is being dropped. When is the release date in the States, James? The 27th?
Yes.
Yes. And then I think it's worldwide the 30th. So unfortunately, I'm not getting it until Christmas time. But there's a whole bunch of reports, and I don't really know where to start first. So let's talk about, I guess, the screenshots that we've kind of seen the past couple of weeks. So for Diva fans specifically, today we've seen an awesome screenshot of Paige, and she's in her updated WrestleMania attire with the pendant on the chest, and she's got the blue hair. So I'm excited about that. What do you guys think about her screenshot? So I'll start with you, James.
I thought it was awesome. I like that the blue hair is added in. I love the outfit. The jacket's a little outdated, but that's okay. That's fine. I thought she looked really, really good. And I love I loved that they updated her outfit. I thought that was really, really good. I didn't think they would.
No, I didn't think they would either. But Sam, what did you think about it?
No, I really, really liked it. I thought that they wouldn't necessarily update her outfit, but they would change it to the black one, other than the purple one that was in the game at the moment. Yeah. But yeah, I really enjoyed the screenshot of it. I'm really, really excited. I'm really annoyed that, in America you get it earlier than me, but it's okay.
James is getting that extra practice before that beatdown, Sammy.
He gets an extra 3 days.
I've dragged Sam countless times.
Really?
It was one.
I dragged him with Tamina one time. That was a good dragging.
Oh, who did you drag him?
I don't remember who he picked.
Paige,
yeah. And I was Tamina. I loved playing.
I would have been Emma, but she wasn't out yet.
Super kick party.
I've mastered Emma now.
Well, you got this shit coming up, Sam. Bring it on, baby.
Bring it on! I can't wait because we're gonna have such amazing custom divas of me, you and Nick and our little teams. Because I don't think Tom and Josh play. I think Gigi does, but she's old gen as well.
I'm not sure with Gigi. I know she does play the video games, and I think Tom may as well too. I'm not sure, but yeah. Speaking of kind of customization, I'll kind of move on to the next. Well, there was another screenshot of the Bella Twins in their red attire. We can go
and the Cameron.
And yes, Cameron as well. She was in her yellow. So, what do you guys think about their attires? I like them personally.
I love the Bellas. I love the Bellas. Updated attires. I thought it was.
I like the accessories that they have in their entrance as well.
Yes, I loved it. I love the hat. I love the Bree's flannel around her waist. I just can't wait to updating, especially Bree, into a more current outfit. which makes it super easy and accessible with the whole creative suite that we're about to talk about in a second. And I also like Cameron. I thought Cameron looked cute, and I can't wait to update her as well. And the hair, finally, they got her hair together. So I'm here for it. It looked cool.
What about you, Sam?
I really, really like all the looks that we've kind of had from all the divas as well. I thought Cameron being in the yellow, I thought was quite nice. I wasn't expecting the yellow. I was expecting that green or purple.
I was expecting the purple as well.
Yeah, but I'm kind of glad that they've gone with the yellow. We've also seen Naomi and Alicia as well. Have you guys seen them?
Yes.
Yes, I have.
Naomi's in that black little weird leotard thing with the no middle
strap, like a big old jock strap, like a single.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't like it either.
But I like Alicia's outfit.
Yeah, me too. I just can't wait to update all my divas. I think the second day of having the game, I'm going to sit there, either start bringing in my people, or I think I'm going to bring in my people before I update everybody.
Yeah. As this, like in the old one, the story mode, you had to make your character and build them up. That's the same again on the new one, isn't it?
My career mode?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll talk about that a little bit later as well. There's so many interesting things that came out. Smack Talks on YouTube, he came out with it was like a 12-minute information. Like, he actually was invited out to go and like play the game and like completely all finished. So he was talking a little bit about it. So I was watching it before I got my supper ready, and I didn't get to finish it, but I did listen to a little bit about it. So go and listen to that afterwards, though, because it was like very informative, and he was spilling all the tea. So
yeah, he's always good.
Yeah, he's really good, and I like his voice too.
Me too.
Are you going to put a little link down the bottom?
Yeah, I'll send a little link. I think he may be in our on our YouTube page, our TPP favorites in our sidebar. I think he may be in them. So, or I'll add him anyway. But anyway, yeah. So, which one will I talk about first? My career mode. Yeah, so he was talking about my career mode, how this year it's going, and for NXT, it's actually going to be a little different. You're not going to be wrestling kind of jobbers. You're actually going to be starting right away on kind of the main roster. But Enzo Amore is going to be kind of like your trainer in a sense, like your protege type of thing. So he's going to like help you learn the basic controls and this stuff. But you're going to be able to fight like Hideo Itami and like Big Cass and Tyler Breeze and stuff earlier on. So it's not so repetitive like last year. So but really interesting stuff. So that sounds pretty cool. But what do you guys think of this so far?
I like it.
I'm really gutted that I can't face Baron Blade again. I'm so excited for that.
I'm so glad they took that out.
Pardon?
I'm so glad that they took that out.
Oh god, yeah, me too. I'm really excited for my career mode. I'm so excited. Like, it makes me want to not make myself for the universe mode and just for this mode for now.
Like, a lot of people didn't like last year's. I didn't mind it at all, except for the repetitive matches. But the concept was great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, starting off on NXT and then working your way up to the main roster. But I also like that this year you have the option of staying on NXT if you want to. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I really like
it's a 15-year career, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe so. And I really like the options that it gives you, like James was mentioning, of either staying in NXT and being the champion and kind of like that legend down there, or being kind of just a jobber throughout your career, kind of mid-card and kind of helping and elevating everybody. But yeah.
You get like different achievements, don't you? Like, and they show one of them as being if you lose every match for 2 years or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a jobber award.
Yeah, it's like, that's quite interesting, like seeing who would do stuff like that.
Yeah, it was really interesting. And speaking of Create a Superstar, they talked about just so much more added this year. It was just really interesting with kind of the concepts and all the different like adjustments that you can do with your face. Because last year it kind of looked like a very similar kind of when you created yourself and you put the face on it. But this year is more direct and you can kind of like have it more. So anyway, they were talking about Create a Diva as well. And Smack Talk was also talking about that they have Christmas diva attires for like other divas if you want to add them on for special events and stuff like that. Like, they have so much more added to Create a Diva with the outfits and everything like that. So it was really cool. Like, so much information. I can't really cover it all right now, but yeah, it's just a lot with Create a Superstar that they've added in Diva this year. So I'm really excited for that because I know a lot of fans were kind of upset that the NXT Four Horsewomen didn't get her in any of the NXT Divas, but with Create a Diva now, it's just going to be so easy to bring them in and kind of the old school Divas if you want to as well. So I'm not too upset.
Yeah, I'm not upset at all that the Four Horsemen are not in it. Horsewoman, sorry.
Oh.
I've always expected it. And plus, like, the cutoff date was, like, a couple weeks after Mania. So, I'm fine with it, especially with Create a Diva coming back. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Next Gen, this is the first time I'm actually going to see my divas that I've been creating for years on Next Gen finally get in there and get to mix it up with them and actually create them to that Next Gen capacity that I have yet to see them in. So I'm excited.
That's gonna be cool for you.
It is gonna be cool because that's why I'm excited. That's why I'm not bothered. Like, we could have had 6 divas and have Create a Diva, I would be fine. Because I know that divas are not a priority for these games.
So speaking of your little prostitutes that you have,
go on. This is a PG show.
Since they took a year off, are you gonna like add any like character development?
Yes.
Since they take okay.
Yeah, one of them had a baby.
One of them is gonna have a boob job because she's very flat chested. And one of them is gonna lose a little bit of weight with a short haircut. I've already sketched out their outfits. And but my main diva, I think I'm gonna keep her the same because she's always been the top HBIT. She's always been the queen bee, so she's gonna be on point. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna make a whole storyline and how they brought in and stuff like that. And now you can create your own show. I think that's awesome.
Yes, I want to kind of talk about the other ones that they have. Let's talk about Create a Show. I love that aspect, and I never really got to play around with that. I never really did too much with that. I just kind of download other people's shows and like arenas and stuff like that. But James, what do you think of Create a Show?
I think it's awesome. I just can't wait to see how it's gonna be. I hope like you could actually set up matches and make storylines and not just random matches. Kind of like, remember Create a Story?
Yeah, because I'm kind of interested to see if it's like a universe mode type of thing, or is it going to be, like you said, more of a story editor like they had back in the day? Because if that's the sense, like, I'm so excited for that. That will be perfect for TPP.
I hope it's not just create a Titantron and ring and have random matches.
Well, but that's the thing, though, is that they have an arena as a separate entity as itself. So it's like, wouldn't you think that would be like together a show in an arena? So it's like, it's interesting.
It is interesting because you can create an arena, right? And you could insert that show in between your weeks on the universe mode, right? Can't you do that? Like make a show on Wednesday or something?
Yeah.
I think you can.
Because one of my pay-per-views on mine is like a Joker's Playground because I downloaded an arena that will like the Joker.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cool.
So I have that as like instead of Extreme Rules, I have the Joker's Playground.
Ooh, that is kind of cool.
I can't wait for us to come up with our own pay-per-view ideas and stuff like that.
Yay!
I know, I'm so excited, and like little rivalries and feuds between our divas.
It's going to be amazing.
It's
but
going to
like
be fun.
the main thing that I'm really excited for, I know it sounds really stupid, is because obviously they're going to make myself, but on like the trailers and stuff, that the character that they chose has a little man bun, and I have a man bun, so I could finally have it.
I know. We're going to get to put our faces in, our tattoos, our hair color with the hair dye and everything. Like, it's just so awesome this year. It's going to be really fun. There's going to be a lot to do this year. That's for sure.
And now I'm so excited because there's, like you said, we can put all of our tattoos in, and I have a couple tattoos nobody's even seen, so that's going to be awesome.
Yay.
It's going to be awesome.
Can't wait. I'm so excited
for
for the game.
I know. Like, I'm really excited. It's going to be really big for our channel, too. But what else was there announced with Create an Entrance? Finally, they have a lot more options that you can add with your Create an Entrance. It's not just 3 templates. So they've added a lot more, a lot of kind of like older school like wrestlers that didn't get in the game, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, so I think that they've added a lot more, and AJ Lee's template is back in there as well, which I expected.
Yeah, and I also like the hair flow with divas. With that hair that they put in, we saw a diva kind of model it when they were showing the screen. It even had her walk out in the ring with the hair.
That face was terrifying on that girl.
The face was bad. That was a bad picture. I was like, why would you use a picture like that to do this? But I was like, whatever, that's either here or there. But that hair looked good. It flowed very well, and that's important for me. And I was like, finally, a hair that flows like the actual divas in the game. And the other thing I liked was I saw, you know how you can interrupt an entrance? And I saw one get done with Seth Rollins. I think Seth Rollins was interrupting someone. No, Seth Rollins was having an entrance.
I think it was Finn Balor and Kevin Owens, because I remember I seen when Kevin Owens ran up and like DDT'd Finn Balor on the entrance.
No, well, I seen one with Seth. It was Seth walking out. I can't remember who it was that attacked him, but I thought it was so cool because there was like no load screen and he just came running out of nowhere. I was like, oh my god, that's awesome! I was like, I can't wait to run out on these TPP jumps to come up and drag you guys down to the ring. I can't wait to do that because I am the biggest heel in these games. I'm such a heel all day, every day.
I always start off as a face, and then I have to have that major heel turn, and then I just turn on everybody.
I'm a heel. I'm a heel, baby. I swear, I stay heel my whole career.
What about you, Sam? You look like a stay true baby face.
Yeah.
My character is heel of me.
Oh.
Yeah, and he's like, I kind of don't want to talk about what my character is too much because
right. Yeah, we'll have to keep it a secret.
No, but it's only because like in upcoming of Behind the Shade, we talked about if we were in a stable, and that's what mine is.
Oh, okay.
So I don't want to say because it's quite interesting, and it'll make sense to you guys when you see it, but some people will be like, "What?" But I think because you know me more, you'll understand it.
Oh god, I'm just like thinking of ideas now. Oh god.
So I'm like trying to think of how to word it. King of Cool. We'll put King of Cool and hope for the best.
Okay.
We'll just leave it as that.
Oh yeah, but what else was there, James? That I'm trying to think of anything that I missed.
I think you covered everything.
Yeah, WWE 2K16. I'm so excited for it, and it sucks that I need to wait so much longer than you guys.
I know we'll be a little bit further.
Like you guys are getting James. You're gonna drag me like so early on. Like can I be like your? Can I be like your apprentice? Like
you can be his Rosa Mendes to his Beth Phoenix, but then you can maybe not stay as Rosa Mendes.
You know what we should do? We should like start a storyline with like me and Sam in a feud, and then when Nick finally gets the game, we can have Nick debut into the game that way. Like I brought him in, and then Nick, you could turn on me, and you could side with Sam, and then I could beat you both down. Like it would be great.
There we go. Yeah, we'll have to come up with a big plan.
Yes, we're gonna come up with. I'm talking about we're gonna break down the storyline. We're gonna write it out. We're gonna edit it. It's gonna be a whole to do.
And then all of a sudden, it's going to be on TV because the WWE will steal it from us.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
So what's our next topic? What do we have on here? Let's see.
Diva of the Year.
Oh my God, the Diva of the Year debate. I think we should save that because that could go on forever. We need to talk about Cena.
Oh yes, Cena.
Sam, what's going on with your boy Cena?
He's not my boy. I have nothing to say about him. But it's been rumoured that he is taking some time off after Hell in a Cell, and then due to come back the Raw after Christmas or Christmas Eve Raw, something like that.
I don't think they're going to keep him off TV that long.
But so it's kind of like, how do we think he's going to be written off TV? And a part of me thinks it's time to bring Tyler Breeze up and take the US title as a surprise opponent at Hell in a Cell.
I like your thinking, Sam.
Does he have a match? Does he have a match booked for Hell in a Cell?
Not yet.
Not yet. I think it'll just be another open challenge. So I think it's going to be a big shock. So he turns up.
You think it's going to be Tyler Breeze?
I just think it would be the best option right now because I think he's done in NXT. He's ready for main roster now.
He's been done with NXT for a while now. I feel like...
And you said earlier about Summer, so you could have Summer coming out.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is like... Oh my goodness, just writing this in my head right now. Okay, so Cena comes down to the ring and he says, about having his open challenge, and then Summer's music hits, and she comes out not in the Lana-looking gear.
Her new boyfriend.
Yeah, and she says, "This is oh my god, yeah."
And then
Tyler Breeze
he
walks out.
wins. She could Robin Rusev his face. Well, you didn't stay with me, and now he's with me, and now he has the belt.
Because he's got gold and you don't.
Oh my gosh, and Rusev could be like, "What is this American pretty boy?"
Yeah.
And then he can feud again for the US title. Oh my god, it's right.
Yeah,
in
it would
perfect.
be perfect.
And that really gives something and establishes Summer as more of a managing role and a threat and stuff like that. It's fresh, perfect gimmick. I love my Tyler Breeze baby, and he's such a good worker that he definitely needs to be up there. But as we're all saying this, there's part of me that thinks, what if Cena doesn't take the what if they don't take the title off of Cena as he takes his break?
They'd be foolish not to.
It would be, I don't know. Like, they could do it clean. Like, they could do it dirty. Like, have Summer distract Cena and then hit him with the beauty shot or something to help him win that belt. And then when Cena comes back, he can attack Tyler Breeze and be after Breeze for the belt. It would be good for Breeze to go up against Cena, you know? And then Cena could come and take the belt off Tyler Breeze, and then he could get another reign with the United States Championship. Because that's all they want to do. They want to build Cena up with numbers of championships.
Yeah.
So it would be a perfect way for it. Tyler Breeze would just be a placeholder with the belt. But it's a good way to bring him in.
But it would establish him on the main roster as well, so it works.
And it would set something up with Rusev and Summer and Lana when she comes back. And then Lana and Rusev can kind of be like the babyface role, kind of transition into that. And it would be good. It would be good.
Oh, I can't wait. I really hope that's the case, because that sounds amazing.
It does. It sounds really good. Or they could just have Brad come in and take the belt.
Right.
My dad's just turned up and he said he wanted to say hi.
Hello, Father Pelly.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
How are ya?
That's not really working. It's alright.
Did we scare your dad?
Good night. He's going to bed now. It's like midnight here.
Oh, Lord. Well, we're wrapping up. You know
and
what?
he has work in the morning.
Let's wrap it up, guys. It's been real.
And that's the bottom line. Yeah.
So, Nick, tell people where they can find you at.
Yes, if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can find me at Nick Aiken TPP. Before I leave, I just want to thank all the listeners. Sorry I was late for this podcast, but I'm really excited to listen back and hear what you guys were talking about. But yeah, did you guys talk about Behind the Shade at all at the beginning of the show? No? Okay, yeah, so we've been hyping Behind the Shade. Everything's getting really close. Everything's getting really put together. Just a matter of time, people. So just hang on. We're putting out awesome shows for you guys. So just in the meantime, just listen to that. And you haven't listened to any of our other fantasy bookings, if you haven't taken the time to listen to that. They have been getting a couple more views, James. So I think the title change may have helped it a bit. So
that's good.
Yeah, so definitely go check that out. I'll put that in the top right corner. You can just click on that. Other than that, if you haven't subscribed yet, you guys have been awesome. I asked you guys to help us get up to 170, and we're up to 174, 175 by now. So you guys are just amazing. So who knows? By the time Behind the Shade comes out, we may be up to 180. So
well, we mentioned on the past show that if by the end of the year we'd had 200.
Yes, I've mentioned that before, and I really hope the listeners can help us reach that goal. And if you dedicated listeners, if you know anybody who likes wrestling, and they just don't know of us, just kind of send them the link, send them our way. We're real fun. We'll talk wrestling, we'll shade them, we'll do everything. So yeah, but like I said, if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can find me at Nick Aiken TPP. If you have Instagram, you can find me at Prince PipeBomb, and Tumblr at Prince PipeBomb.
Awesome. Yeah,
and that's all my plugs.
You're so good at it because you don't forget anything.
No, he doesn't. He is the brain box of the plug.
Yes.
Oh, I try to.
He's such the spark. Oh, plug joke.
Oh, how cute. But Behind the Shade will come. It's just going to take a little time because it's a video editing, and I really want it to be perfect. I want it to be on point. I don't want no qualms. I don't want nothing. I just want it to come out smoothly, so everybody's filming out. I still got a couple of people I gotta wait for their videos, and then we're gonna edit it. Do not worry, it's coming, and when it comes, it's gonna be great. So that's all.
You get to watch me have a little cry as well. So
I can't wait.
I'm really excited. Well, That sounds bad, but I'm like excited to see that and like watch that. Is that bad?
Watch me cry.
Yeah. Well, I want to know why, and it's like it's gonna be really like heartfelt, and I'm gonna be like, oh, my little Sam.
Right after you cry, I'm gonna edit Gigi in like this, beep. Because the editing is gonna be good. Trust me. Because like I just gotta tell you guys right now, everything you say might not make it. But
that's okay.
I'm gonna put it's just gonna flow, kind of like how we did, how everything flowed together with Fan Slam. So I really like the dynamics in that, like editing and putting Nessa to say something here and this, that. So
Nessa being shady.
Nessa's gonna be involved with Behind the Shade as well. I don't know if the listeners know that. But
she's like the secret member of TPP.
Yes, she's our honorary member.
Yes, well, that's the announcement we can say right now, that Vanessa will be part of TPP Behind the Shade.
Yes.
She'll be back for another project. I love how she, like, makes her appearances at our projects.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, she's like a WWE legend. She only comes at WrestleMania.
Yes.
She's like Undertaker. Just pops
She's a
up and wins.
part-timer.
She's like Brock Lesnar.
Yes, she's a TPP part-timer. But you guys can follow me at Jimmy James, JAYMES, and you could also follow Nessa at Broken Vanity on Twitter.
Yay.
If she lets you.
Yeah. Nessa and her blocked Twitter.
For real, I'm like, who are you hiding from? Like, are you hiding from the feds? Like, what's going on?
What is this?
This girl.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But Sam, where can people follow you on social media? The brand.
The brand. It's a thing. It's become a thing. You can follow me.
You should get a shirt with that.
The brand and Sam Pelly on the back.
I better get some coins because I was the one who gave you that. So you better put.
Yeah. You will get something.
Yes, I better get some residuals.
Get some royalties or something.
Get that royalty check.
So if you want to give James some money, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at SamPele_.
The brand.
The brand. And on Tumblr at sampele.tumblr.com.
All right, guys. It's been real.
It's been real.
Toodaloo. Have a good night. Until next time.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
Bye.